So 5 people have kept the same preferences, then one has changed, that makes the whole profile different. So I'm going to prove that for every profile, this is Shapley's proof, for every profile there is at least one, there exists a stable match. Not only that, I'm going to show you how to find it. You see, mathematicians can prove things exist. Like for example, in this room there is one person with the maximum number of hairs. Is that true? I prove that such a person exists, but can you find it? So here is an example of proving something exists without being able to find it. I am not only going to show you that stable matching exists, but show you a very effective way of computing it knowing the profile.
So can you again tell what this stable matching is?
A matching is stable if there does not exist a man and a woman who like each other more than their spouse. Correct? Then it's stable. Because if there is such a pair, a man and a woman, they will disrupt the matching. They will desert their spouses and elope with each other. So, okay, by the way, you could ask another weaker question. You could say, let's say a matching is efficient. You might have studied Pareto optimality in your economics class, right? You can say that the matching is efficient if there is no other matching which can make some people better off and nobody worse off. Right? That's the concept of efficient. Easy to see that if something is stable, it is automatically efficient. Think about it later. So, efficient is lots of matching. A small subset of it is stable. Everything which is stable is automatically efficient. So I'm asking for much more than efficiency when I'm asking for stability. Okay, so let me now give you Shapley's proof that there is always at least one stable matching. To show you that a stable matching exists, I am going to give you a procedure, okay, which will compute. The input is the profile, and the output will be a matching, knowing the profile, okay. And I'm going to show you how to compute at most in n squared steps, in no more than n squared steps, if there are n men and n women, a matching. So the computation won't be long. It will be what they call, what do they call it in computer science? Polynomial bounding algorithm. So I'm going to give you an algorithm which is polynomial is the size of the data. What is the data? The profile. Right? That's the input. And the output will be a matching. And the matching, I can describe the matching as man proposes, woman disposes. You might have tried the variation of this phrase. So, women, I mean, after all, they must dispose. So, I'm going to describe it to you in words. If it's not clear, I can take an example and hack it through. But maybe it will be clearer in words. By the way, Gale and Shapley wrote this 3-page paper, which is the bestseller in game theory. The only competitor is John Nash's paper, where he defined Nash equilibrium and proved that it exists. He did, by the way, John Nash did it in one paragraph in English, but only very good mathematicians can follow. He used no symbols. And he got the Nobel Prize for that one paragraph. This is a 3-page paper, 2.5-page paper in English. Okay? They don't use any symbols because they were too good, both John Nash and Gale and Shapley were too good mathematicians to use symbols where they are not necessary. Bad mathematicians have uglified their work by rewriting it with symbols. So I am not going to use symbols. I am going to try to say it in words the way they wrote it. You should Google both the papers. Now, so let's imagine the following procedure. I'm going to try the logic totally verbally because it hurts the man to use the symbol. It makes it less mathematical to use symbols when they are not necessary. You use them very economically and they are not needed here, and Gale and Shapley never used them. So, I'm going to say it in words. If it's still not clear, then we have to hack an example. So, I'm going to imagine a procedure which goes over days. Okay? On day 1, let each man propose to the woman that he likes most. Okay? Preferences are fixed now and known. So let each man propose to the woman that he likes most. What should a woman do? If she has got no proposals, there is nothing for her to do. Right? So we are going to look at those women who got proposed. What should they do intuitively? She should pick the guy she likes most among those who have proposed to her and accept him temporarily. It's not a permanent acceptance. So, as they say in Gale and Shapley, she picks the guy she likes most and puts him behind her on a string, tied up like a slave, standing behind. And she rejects the rest. That's the end of day 1. On day 2, those men who are not on strings, who have been rejected, now go and apply to their second best. A woman now looks at the fresh set of proposals plus the man on the string. Both may be empty sets for some women. This is only the second day. And she has to pick the best among them. So, it looks at the best of the fresh proposals, and if that is better than the guy on the string, she releases the guy on the string and takes that person and puts him behind her. And this goes on and on and on. And I'm going to say that this will terminate in a magic in at most n squared days. First, let's see that it will end up in a magic. Then I'll show you that the magic that it ends up in is state. Okay.